¿Quién me lo manda a poner los ojos en una estrella que está tan alta?
Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
And we are live and in color on another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday here from the very cool San Antonio, Texas, right? Man, I got the butterflies already. I've had them all day. Well, one, because I thought Fela was going to make me sing. But hopefully she doesn't. But ladies and gentlemen, you guys are in store for a great show, a very informative show. I'll tell you this. If you are an artist, an established artist, a new artist, an in-between artist, and you're not watching tonight's show, you're probably doing yourself an injustice. I'm just saying. One thing for sure is these people from Milwaukee, this committee, has been so welcoming to me. It is just it's unreal. Honestly, it really is. Like for me, it's they're so humble and they're so organized. Yeah, we're gonna talk about all that. It's gonna be an awesome show. So if you're watching from the Midwest, make sure you share. All we ask for you to do is share. We're live on YouTube, Bumper Gomez, and we're live on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. So wherever you're watching, just make sure you share. And without further ado, my guest, Vanessa, I saw that. My guest this evening, all the way from the big city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They're family to me now. Right here, the Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta. I would say the Tejano Committee or no?
Yeah. Tejano Promotions.
Tejano Promotion, okay. So starting from my right to your left, if you guys want to introduce yourself.
That's you.
That's me?
That's you.
Okay. I'm Luis Gonzalez. I'm been on the board for Mexican Fiesta since 1988. This is going to be my 35th year.
Wow.
OG.
Yeah.
And then I'm Vanessa Selena Sanchez. Was pretty much birthed into this Mexican fiesta. I started helping like around 2012, 2013.
Okay, and I'm Fela Salinas. I'm Vanessa's mom. I started with Fiesta about 25 years ago. I've been going to the Fiesta since they began, but I just started working for Fiesta about 25 years ago. And by working, I mean volunteering. We need to get that out there that we are just volunteers. We are not paid staff. So
You,
everything we do is from the goodness of our hearts.
you
We do it
guys are 99.9% volunteers, correct?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
And just to let you know how many volunteers we have, he's been there 30 some years. I didn't know who he was. When they said we had to start working with him, I'm like, really?
Oh my goodness. You know what's really great, fella, is that, tonight, I know many people in the industry know Vanessa. They know you, fella, and the late Dr. Martinez. Like those three, like anybody in the Tejano Committee or in the Tejano community knew who you guys were. And again, if you have friends who are artists and they're not watching the show, you might want to like give them a call. Like, hey, you might want to get on the show. Maybe one day you can end up in Milwaukee. But once Luis, Vanessa, fella, it is a complete honor to actually have you guys on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, and we're gonna talk about tonight how I got involved with the Fiesta and where it's gone, and just fella, you blew me away with the little video clip of Chente Barrera, who is gonna be on the he's on the festival. I mean, he's gonna be playing this weekend. And 1 year ago, he sat in here and he was like, "Hey, man, I would really like to go to the Mexican Fiesta." Well, I said, "Well, you know what, Chente? Like, you're in luck, bro, because the committee watches the show religiously." And before we could even say another sentence, I think Vanessa or Fela, I don't remember, one of them were like, "Hey, tell Chente we're gonna give him a call." I said, "See, dude, it's worth you coming here to the show." So. Again, just all three of you, thank you. I know you guys have 103 things to do. You guys already went to the airport and dropping people off, and it's only Wednesday. You know what I mean? So, first of all, let me tell you this, fella. I've been to festivals all over the United States of America. I've been to, as Bumper from Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. I've been to him with my family. I've been to him just a normal, everyday guy, just wants to go check out a festival. I have never seen a festival so well organized. And for my friends that are watching that are like prior military or maybe you've worked in a police, I don't know, some sort of where they have like a operations center, so to say, right? These guys in Milwaukee run a complete operations center. When you get off the plane, there is somebody waiting for you. They take you to the hotel. You get there and you walk in and you see this organized chaos, right? That's what I would call it, like organized chaos. Fellas yelling, telling people to calm down. Well, there's another lady. She's not on right now. We won't mention Eileen's name, but they're there and they're directing traffic of who needs to go where, what time somebody's flying in, and you guys have all these artists that are flying in from all over the country, right? And you guys are controlling what time they land, who needs to pick them up, where they need to go, like all these things. It is just so well organized. My hat's off to you. And last year was my first year attending, and for 2 weeks, I think on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, I couldn't stop talking about Milwaukee, and every time that I meet artists or people that, I say, "Hey man, have you ever been to Milwaukee?" "Yeah, I went, 5 or 6 years ago or whatever." "Oh, okay." "No, man, you know what? I've never had the chance of going." I said, "You need to go." Right. If you, well, let them know. So, I become almost a little Vanessa, what would you say? A secret squirrel?
Ambassador.
The little secret squirrel, to helping bands get to Milwaukee. And speaking of the Fiesta, right? So everybody in the Midwest, we already know the place to be this weekend is Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right? Milwaukee, right. Wisconsin, on the beautiful grounds. What's the actual name of the grounds there?
It's a Henry Meyer Festival Park, which is Summerfest.
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 Some of the biggest stages that I've ever seen in my life. Again, backstage ran beautifully, right? As long as there's no alcohol involved.
There used to be.
Well, no, last year was a little. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about that. But no. So the importance of this year's festival is what?
50th anniversary. The 50th anniversary of Mexican Fiesta. It started 50 years ago on the street. It was a little street festival and started by Tejanos and eventually was moved to the Summerfest grounds. When we first moved there, we were only using a small part of the park, maybe a fourth of it.
Right.
I think we maybe 1 or 2 stages, and then it kept growing and growing. We went to half the park, 3/4 of the park. We're pretty much using the entire park now. I don't know the dimensions of the park, do you, Luis?
I don't know the dimensions of it, but it's right there on Lake Michigan. And what has happened is that the structures that are there are now permanent. Summerfest grew to where it is. We're not the only festival there. In Milwaukee, known for this ethnic festival. Just last weekend they had Irish Fest, and we follow. And I believe there's going to be a Labor Fest for September 6th.
Hey, Luis, what's the lake that runs behind there?
Lake Michigan.
Okay, so for all my Tejanos from Texas, if you've never been to the Midwest, hey man, this ain't no Mathis Lake over here. Like this lake is an ocean. Like you can't stand on the beach and see the other end. This thing is for me it's an ocean, right? But the stages overlook the water. I mean, it is just the weather's perfect. And fella, this is how I've been selling Milwaukee for since the day I got off the plane of coming back last year. I've been selling Milwaukee like, look, man, Vegas is Vegas. I get it. Me and my wife got to attend the Vegas Tejano convention this year. It was, hands out to those people. It was they did a very awesome job. And you're in the Vegas atmosphere. It's party. It's just an all around good time, right? To me, we have Fanfare, right? And we're spoiled down here in San Antonio. Everybody goes to Market Square. They squeeze in there. We got stages, 12 to 18 hours of music going around about 5 stages. We have that. But if you want something different and you are a avid Tejano fan from California, Nevada, New Mexico, Arizona, Florida, and you want to get away and do something different, get you a plane. Hey, does Spirit fly to Milwaukee? I'm going to do a plug for Spirit. Get you a Spirit airline right now. Right? It's probably $100, if that. I'm just saying. Don't hold my feet to the fire, but get you a ticket to Milwaukee. I promise you, when you coming home Sunday, you're going to tell yourself, I'm coming back next year, because it is that awesome of a festival. Right. And not only is the festival, you guys bring Tejano acts, but for a lot of us that like, maybe more norteño-ish style music or mariachi, or you want to see some amazing ballet folclóricos, from all over Mexico. I mean, you guys bring people from all over the world, come to this festival. It is just full of culture. It's amazing, man. The people from there, you guys' people, you guys' people, right? Our raza from up there, right? Our raza from up there. It's amazing. And you know, guys, the number one question I get is like, Bump, did you just say one of the biggest, if not the biggest fiesta in America for Mexicanos is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin? I said, yes, I didn't stutter. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And you know, for me, it's like, really? Like, there's Mexicanos all the way up north. Hey, we're everywhere now. You know, fella, how many years has the crowd been? Is every year it's been growing and growing?
Yes, and I'm proud to say that last year was the first time that we hit over 100,000 people. I believe it was 110, 110,000, I think it was. The people that went through the gates.
And Luis stands there with the clicker or what?
No. Not us standing there with the clicker, but no, it was.
You didn't go through the front doors, so you didn't get to experience what you have to do to get through the front doors. We brought you in through the back, remember?
Right.
Yeah,
No.
you didn't know.
It's I'll tell you this. I remember last year, and for those of you guys that don't know, it's an awesome feeling to be invited by the Milwaukee Fiesta. And Bumper, what the hell do you do when you go up there? Well, you know what I do? I like to bring up the bands and get the crowd going a little bit, a little emceeing. For our Tejano acts, right? Because they're mixed in there with all kinds of different music, and they're all on different stages. But what you guys have done, I think last year, Vanessa, is this correct? Last year was the first time you guys did not overlap any of the Tejano acts?
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we try not to because people get mad because
They have to pick who they want to see.
Right. And Tejano music is so scarce in Milwaukee. I mean, there used to be Tejano clubs and dances, and they just pretty much stopped. So it's just almost like a once a year thing, and we bring in people from all over. I mean, Illinois, we get we have big support from the state of Illinois, Ohio, Iowa, Minnesota, Michigan.
Yeah, it's all over.
All over.
California now, everywhere.
We're getting
Texas
people
now.
from California and now Texas.
You know why it's very well known, Bumper, is because if you take a look at the history and stuff like that, migrant workers, you know, they used to come to Michigan, they used to come to up north to work during the time to go pick the apples and everything else. That's why our Tejano
Came in.
our community grew. You know, some people decided to stay here. There was a lot of industrial work here and so on and so forth. Some people decided to keep their roots here and so on and so forth. I had family that, even though I was born and raised in Texas, I have family that lived in Waukesha that actually moved from Texas to the jobs were up here. But then we also have the migrant workers that come up here and then go back. Once the snow starts flying, it's cold. It's cold.
Well, you know, I think us down here in Texas, the only our way of thinking, you think Wisconsin right away, you think of the Green Bay Packers, right? And you think of Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra. So I saw that, Vanessa. You guys, that's the way I see, like, man. So come September, October, you guys are already getting chilly up there. You know what I mean? I mean, I can't wait to get up there. I mean, even though today y'all are 100-degree weather, tomorrow I think it's supposed to be a lot cooler, right? I mean, down here it's been getting about 96 or 97 degrees, and we're like, hell yeah, it feels great out here. I mean, that's how bad it's been. You know what I mean? A little wind, and it feels great. But Luis, I'm glad you brought up, you know, how people ended up there in the north, and how much has grown. Yeah. And with that being spoken, you know, Bumpers Wacky Wednesdays is I always love to bring up cultura however I can. And yes, today's episode is about the Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta, but it started somewhere 50 years ago, right? You know, somebody put this little festival together, and it just grew and grew and grew. And look at it now; it's blossoming. It's humongous, right? But
I like to think that we have a well-organized movement machine, and it's all done through volunteers. None of us, besides the executive director and some of her staff, are the ones that get paid. we're all professionals. We're educators, we're law enforcement, we're judges, we're attorneys.
Wow.
This is all part of the board that puts this together.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
And a lot of us are Tejanos.
Right. You know, I came across somebody. I won't say who, Vanessa, but somebody sent me this picture. That I'm gonna fella. I'm gonna tell you right now before I even post it.
Okay.
This poster, if I can get it even in a better quality, it's gonna be in my studio. Like I'm gonna put that on a frame, like I have Chente, Jimmy Gonzalez, Little Joe. You know, my poster from last year. Don't have this year's. Won't mention no names, Vanessa.
Okay.
But this picture again speaks of our cultura, right? And once I show it, well, you know what? I'll just show it right now. Check it out.
Show it. Oh my God.
Look how powerful this picture is. I know Vanessa's giggling like, Mom didn't know you're right. But to me, there was a movie I saw not too long ago. It was about the walkouts, right, in LA. Right? And this just brought me back into that movie. And this is a real picture, guys. If you guys look at the beautiful young lady sitting there with the man with a tie right behind her, cops with their arms right there. Is that you, fella?
Yeah, before I was arrested.
Wow. So you were arrested. You were arrested this day?
No, I wasn't.
Okay,
That was
but
my,
talk to us about this picture.
Okay. That was back in 1970, where there weren't a lot of Latinos attending the University of Wisconsin in Milwaukee. And out of, I don't know how many thousands of students, there was just a handful. You could just count them on one hand. Yeah, it was like 1%. And we just felt that something needed to be done. There were leaders there, that pretty much took charge, but we all joined in. And that particular picture, we're sitting in the chancellor's office. We took over the chancellor's office, and then the police came and, they wanted us to leave. There were some people that were arrested. There was 5 people. But because of these marches, we now have a lot greater percentage of Hispanic students attending the university and graduating from the university. And that's what Mexican Fiesta is all about. The money, Mexican Fiesta is nonprofit. The money that they do make, they give it out in scholarships. Since 1987, Mexican Fiesta has given out $1.8 million in scholarships to our Latino students in the Milwaukee area, in Wisconsin. Yes. And we're still doing it. And,
that is awesome.
As long as it's for the kids, I'm going to do this until I'm gone too, because I'm doing it for the kids. I'm doing it for the community. It's their future. They're our future, and I want them to succeed.
Well, we already started an argument in the chat room, and it's awesome. Shout out to my good friends, Familia Mancha, right? My friend Jaime Mancha says, I've been a Fanfare 5 times. I've been to Milwaukee just as much. I promise you, Fanfare, you know what? Just put it right there. Fanfare can't compete with Milwaukee. Wow, that's awesome, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to the Familia Mancha.
We'll see you this weekend.
Yeah,
So
for
all we
sure.
gotta do is convince the Tejano musicians to move to Wisconsin. Then we don't have to bring them so far.
Yeah. No. The Familia Mancha, they do their half. Mr. Perales too. I think he does a lot of brings a lot of conjunto
Midwest
stuff.
Conjunto Promotions.
There you go. Put them plugs in, man. Put them plugs in. But again, guys, tonight's show is dedicated to 50 years of the Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta. Bumper, you're in San Antonio. Yes, I know. But I'm passionate about our music, right? and especially Tejano music, and the fact that you guys embrace it and take bands from Texas and fly them up there to Milwaukee, one to bring Tejano music to you guys, but also to experience what the Midwest is all about, and it is beautiful. I don't think I had ever been to the Midwest besides Chicago O'Hare, just waiting to get on another plane. I've never gotten off. I've never been there. I've never been to the Milwaukee area. Again, just, Green Bay Packers is all I ever knew of Wisconsin. But your people were just so welcoming, and not just the committee, but the people there. I mean, Vanessa saw, I walked around and I interviewed people. Here's the great thing about the Mexican Fiesta. For everybody watching here from Texas and scratching your head, like, what are they talking about? Yes, you got to make your way to Milwaukee. Look, I went around and I saw so many people who were not of Mexican or Latino descent. People after people after people. I mean, they just saw a lot of people. I guess they saw beer. They smelled the good carne asada. I don't know. But they made their way onto the grounds, and I interviewed them. I talked to him. I was like, man, what do you... He's like, hey, man, we're here to support. Like, this is awesome, man. They're embracing the culture, too, and checking out. It's an art form.
Right. Bumper, one of the things is that even though it's named Mexican Fiesta, we do have Puerto Rican entertainers that come in.
Did Eileen make you say that?
No, she's not here.
No, honestly, we got Ray Ruiz coming in, and we got our local guy who his name is Cecil Negron. They come in, and we do have them.
Yeah, we try to
Incorporate everybody.
everybody into the festival.
So
last year y'all had Jerry Rivera, right?
Yeah,
dude. I remember. What's really cool is the fact that I'm involved with a fiesta thousands of miles away, right? That's one thing. Well, Bumper, how did you get involved with the Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta? Well, with the help of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, Vanessa, I'll give you how the hell did you find Bumper's Wacky Wednesday?
Honestly, I don't know. I just remembered scrolling and I use Facebook and social media to keep up with what's going on down there. And it just came across, and then I saw you had other videos and I started watching, and then I can't remember who you had on the show the first time I told you about I think you were talking about Fanfare. And I think I said something like, Fanfare is nice, but you need to come to Milwaukee. And then you said something like, there's Mexicans up there. And I'm like, yes. And you couldn't believe it. And then I started sending you videos, and I was just connected.
It was wild, right? Because, and Vanessa, you're my witness. Fella, you're my witness. It was not planned. I promise you, last year was not planned, but I would tell you that most of the artists that went last year, almost in a row, they were on the show. You know what I mean? And it was just cool. So it's for us, when we go over there as the industry, it's like being around family. We see each other here all the time, at all the events and stuff. So we go over there. It's like, hey, it's like being with your primos. Hey, I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks or whatever. And they're bringing, yeah. Let's see. Jojo Obregon, another awesome individual I got to meet last year. That's right. Fanfare is the biggest for Tejano en Conjunto, yes. But for all-around musical festivals, Milwaukee takes it. They have 4 stages that are literally twice the size of the stage under 35. And it's a huge lot, like a state fair. I love Fanfare, but Milwaukee is it. That's why I've been going for over 20 years. That's awesome. Well, a lot of people are going to be heartbroken this year because Fanfare and Fiesta are going to be a little bit different because Vanessa, or fella, you've been here too? Under the Bridge was usually the biggest... Right, that's the biggest draw where the most people would go. Well, guess what they did underneath there? They built a park and a basketball court. They put a park and a basketball court under there.
Under the bridge.
Yeah, under the bridge. So they'll no longer be able to put a stage there. But so then me and Vanessa, we kicked off a relationship through Facebook. There was a few times like, hey man, we're trying to reach this people. Yeah, I got you. You know, I know a lot of people, and if not, I'll find the number for you. And that's, and she's like, hey, you know, come to Milwaukee. And I remember going up there, and Vanessa's like, all right, you're gonna do your first band. Who is it? I think it was La Mafia on a Friday night, right? I had done some of the other bands earlier, but I'm like, okay. So I'm in the back. We're just we're bullshitting, right? And I'm gonna tell you guys, Milwaukee's strict. There's no alcohol back there. Like they stick to their guns. No alcohol is allowed back there. So we're just back there waiting for the show to start, for somebody to tell me, hey, go up there and bring up the band. I move the curtain and I start walking to the front of the stage, and I feel my heart drop all the way to my ankles. Right, I promise you could see my heart beating through my chest. Shout out to Felipe Leal, our videographer. He caught that, and I'll have that forever. Like it gives me the chills right now just thinking about it. Like that was my first taste of the Midwest showing love to a music that I always thought was just in our state of Texas, and walking up to that microphone. Probably 40 to 60,000 people in front of that stage waiting for La Mafia. And here I was with the microphone. And the only thing that saved me is that you guys have the traditional, the spotlight. And they put the spotlight right on my face so I could see nothing. It was like the Bug's Life. I could just see light, right? So it made me comfortable enough to talk and bring up the band. I wasn't staring at the thousands of people in front of me. But after I did that, I said, man, if I could do this, the rest is easy. We did the Conjunto Shootout, which was an awesome success last year. It was really, really cool. I think the fans loved it. And you guys do an awesome job every year of bringing Conjunto, Tejano, what we consider in the Tejano umbrella. You guys find a way to bring a little bit of everything, right? This year, I mean, let's talk about the lineup. Let's talk about the lineup here. There's a lineup right there, the 50th anniversary. Starting to my left, a good friend of mine, Mr. J.R. Gomez, right, and the Conjunto Bandits. Man, Milwaukee, you guys have no idea what you're in store for. I mean, J.R. Gomez, one, he's a party animal. Two, he brings every show, he leaves it on the stage. Make sure that you have extra towels, Milwaukee Fiesta.
Yeah.
He needs a lot of towels. He needs a lot of towels. And then back for the second year in a row, my good friends, Grupo Asalto from Snyder, Texas, will be there for the second year in a row. Mr. Lucky Joe. And I know he's looking forward to it. They put on a great show. You know, they have a fiddle player. They have a fiddle player in their band. Wow. So you guys are going to be in store for that. And then the girl who just came and, you know, knocked Tejano upside its head. You know, new female artist of the year last year at the Tejano Music Awards. Angelica y su Grupo Moneda, right? Angelica and Grupo Moneda will be there with our good friend Tweet Juarez and the rest of the band. And then another great band. I mean, these guys rock. Man, La Calma is full of energy. Full of energy, full of laughs. They will take you, him and Lucky Joe will take you on a road. I hope you, okay, I'm going to forewarn you guys. Lucky Joe, La Calma, you got to have a beer, and then you better have a paño or a tissue with you for your you're going to have tears in your beer, right? That's a good way to put it. You'll have tears because they will take you on a roller coaster ride for sure, man. And then, of course, the stage will be rocking. I mean rocking with Mr. Sonny Salceda, our good friend Alec Gomez. Like, these dudes dance. Again, you better have a lot of toallas, fella. You better have a lot of toys for these guys, right? And then going back to the top, I call him the George Strait of Tejano music because, you know, if he comes after Sonny Salceda, you guys are going to be, you guys are going to be freaked out, right? You just went from side to side to now you just got to stay centered because this guy doesn't move, but he brings that voice, Mr. Marcos Orozco, right? He's coming to Milwaukee. So that's going to be a great show. And then La Dueña de Tejano Music, dude. Stephanie Montiel, Gabe Zavala. Me and Vanessa were just talking about the little LP that they just put out, the little project that Stephanie did with all the classic. I started, I don't know which one I used, but I started the show with one of those songs from that LP. Yeah. Stephanie Montiel is going to be there, dude. I'm super, super excited about that. And then our good friend, celebrating his 25 years in the industry, Mr. Chente Barrera. So you guys did an amazing job.
And one more bumper. You forgot Ram.
Oh, he's not on this one. Hopefully Ram's not watching because he's gonna be talking. He's gonna be talking shit all weekend. But no, Ram Herrera, right? And the Outlaw Band, he will be there. He's always fun. Ram's an awesome entertainer, man. So I can't wait to hang out with him. It's gonna be awesome, man. So one of the questions already from the crowd: how long will the sets be this year, guys?
They'll range anywhere between like 45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and a lot of bands play more than once, you know?
Some of them are.
Okay.
Not all of them.
See, the festival's grounds open at 12 noon and go till 12 midnight. And it's one artist after another. We got ballets, we got everything. So it's one thing after another. So it's constant entertainment. Okay. So and we have it that way because it's a festival. And we want people to be entertained while they're there. You know, have fun. You know, this is our culture. Embrace your culture. We're here to party.
No, for sure. And the party for us usually starts at the airport. I don't know who made the flights, but you put all the wrong Mexicans on one plane. I promise you, whoever's picking us up, it's gonna be you're gonna be the world of hurt. I'm telling you right now.
The airline.
Hey, so we have from right field, we have Mike Gonzalez from the Iconics. He wants to know if whenever he goes back, if he can do a 90-minute set. Hey, so last week, fella, I don't know, did you see the show last week, fella?
Gary.
Gary Hobbs?
Yeah. I was
Man,
watching them.
Gary was really upset. He was like, they didn't call me.
I saw that he mentioned Milwaukee a few times.
Yeah. So
We
he
did try
told
to get a hold of him. We did try to get a hold of him. I sent an email and I called the number and I left a message and nobody ever called me back. So
So a question from YouTube. A question from YouTube, from our people on YouTube. They're like, Bumper, ask if you guys can remember what were some of the first Tejano bands ever to make the trip up to Milwaukee. I'll start with one. Last week I had Gary Hobbs here, who falls under his record label is world famous Freddie Records. And Freddie Martinez was here the first year that they did the festival. Well, he thinks it was the first or second year that they had done it. His father had made the trip up there. I said, man, well, now it's 50 years, bro. So that's a long time. Fella, what are some of the original bands that made their way up to Milwaukee?
I'm going to tell you of a band, of an individual, okay, who's from Tejas. He's a Grammy Award winner. Back in 1988, when I started getting involved with Mexican Fiesta, there was an individual that didn't want to come to Milwaukee because of, people like, there's Mexicanos up there, there's Tejanos up there. The guy, he basically, we tried to get him and he says, no, he's not coming and stuff like that. However, my father was still alive And well, I was born and raised in Killeen. Temple's just 25 miles. So we knew this family, or we knew of this family, and my dad knew very well because my dad was a local DJ. And lo and behold, we made a phone call. My dad made a phone call to one of the people that at the time played with him and stuff like that. And that guy name was Pete Gonzalez. And my dad spoke to Pete and spoke to a guy by the name of Little Joe Hernandez. And Little Joe Hernandez has now been up here numerous times and loves it to come up here all the time. We've had people who have actually this is back in 1988. In 89, back in 1989, we had this big group that was pegando down there in Texas and stuff like that. And lo and behold, that was called El Grupo Más. Okay. They came up here. Emilio Navaira, back in the day, has been up here, and so on and so forth.
So you guys have had all the what we call A artists, right? I think Milwaukee has become one of those things like you've made it if you've made it to Milwaukee.
Yeah,
it's like a notch in their belt, right? Like if they have a belt of where you play, like, hey, if you haven't played in Milwaukee, well, you haven't made it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Shelly Lavis. She loved us.
She's been coming for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't ask her to get off the stage a little early, you'll be all right. You know I had to, fella. You know I had to. Hey, guys, before I forget, somebody wanted me to give him a call, and we're going to call him right now live. Let's give him a call. See if he answers. Hello, Marcos.
Sí, Marcos.
Hey, Marcos, ¿cómo estás? This is Bumper con el show de Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo estás? Todo bien, gracias a Dios.
Aquí nomás, y aquí estoy con el committee de la fiesta allá en Milwaukee, y pues nomás te quieren saludar, y si tienes unos palabras para todos los fanáticos allá del Midwest que te están esperando este fin de semana.
Seguro que sí. Saludos para todos. Seguro vamos a aprovechar la oportunidad para invitarlos a todos. Vamos a estar ahí en las fiestas, ahí a fiestas mexicanas en Milwaukee. Ojalá que puedan acompañarnos, estar con nosotros, pasar una noche muy bonita. Ya estamos nosotros listos, así es que los esperamos a todos, los invitamos.
Yeah, man. So, Marcos Orozco, yo estaba hablando de, pues yo te miro, pues te has visto aquí en San Antonio muchas veces. Y para mí tú eres el Jorge derecho de la música tejana. ¿Cómo ves?
El Jorge derecho, órale.
El Jorge derecho de la música tejana. No, Marcos, muchas gracias de estar con nosotros por un ratito. Yo sé que tienes muchas cosas que hacer, pero te esperamos este fin de semana aquí en Milwaukee.
Seguro que sí, como te dije, ya estamos listos. Primeramente Dios, ahí nos vemos a todos. Una invitación nuevamente a toda la gente de las diferentes partes que vayan a venir. Ahí nos vemos. La vamos a pasar muy bien.
Órale. Bueno, Marcos, gracias y ahí hablamos.
Ándale pues, un abrazo a todos. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Hey, see, there you go, Marcos Orozco. Hey, how you like that? How you like that, Vanessa? Just pick up my phone and call Marcos Orozco right now. Hold on, we got one more. We probably got a few more, but I don't know if fella can handle this guy though. That's the issue.
Goodness.
Here we go. You guys can hear the call clear, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He knows it's you. He doesn't.
Wow. Wow. He's done. He is done.
Your call has
Yeah, we're not even gonna say who that was. We'll save it. We'll do one more. We'll try one more right here. Let's see what happens.
Hey, brother, I'm having dinner. Can I call you right back?
Oh, Lucky, you're just live on the air. That's all. You're just live with the Mexican Fiesta right now. Hey, just give me 30 seconds of inviting everybody to Milwaukee this weekend, and I'll leave you alone.
No, seguro que sí. I just made tacos and I'm eating dinner, pero I want to invite everybody out there to Milwaukee this weekend. It's going to be a great show. I'm super excited, man. I haven't been out there ever. So, and then to go out there with you guys and Asalto, it's like a big old family going out there. I know that Signal Management is going to be out there as well. So we feel super comfortable with the whole family going out there. So yeah, man, I'm super excited.
Man, look, what kind of tacos did you make?
I mean, look at my Instagram. You'll see what kind. It's ground beef tacos. No, dude. I'm gonna send you a picture right now.
Hey, ground beef with lechuga, tomate, and queso.
Yes, sir.
Damn it, boy! All right, Lucky Joe. We'll see you this weekend, man. Thanks for taking the call.
Si Dios quiere, you guys have a good night. Bye bye.
Bye bye. So we're 2 out of 3, right? we're 2 out of 3. Fella, you want one more or no?
Do one more.
Let's do one more. Let's do one more.
Okay.
Let's see if this guy answers, because I didn't call him to tell him. You like that? Hey, let me call you back. I'm cooking dinner. Wow. Wah. So Lucky Joe literally just sent me a video of his tacos. So let's go back to the grounds, right? The grounds are beautiful. It's affordable. You know, what are the prices this year?
They went up to $24 this year. It's $24 at the door.
$24. That's per day, right?
Per day, yeah, per person. There were a lot of good promotions before, but of course they've ended. So if you haven't gotten your tickets by now, you're going to be paying full price.
Man,
that's a good deal though, to see all those bands.
Yeah, it is.
In a day.
It's not a lot of money to see all that music.
I'm not going to stop.
Your call has been forwarded.
They're rehearsing tonight, boy. They're rehearsing. Nobody wants to talk to us. No, again, guys, just super, super excited. Oh, she said 1 sec. 1 sec. Right. Here. Fella, we're going to talk to all your friends tonight, fella.
Okay.
We're going to talk to all your friends tonight. I told him I'd give him a call too, so we'll try this guy. This guy usually answers my phone calls.
Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Gabriel Zavala.
Hey, how's everything?
We're good, man. You're live on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. The guys can hear you. The committee from Milwaukee, they're remoted in on the show. Our dedication to the Milwaukee Mexican Fiestas Bumpers Wacky Wednesday edition. And we just wanted to give you a call, man, to invite all your friends in the Midwest to. I know it's going to be an awesome show this weekend.
Oh, yes, definitely. If you're tuning in right now, you definitely want to make plans to be out there with us, because this is just, I mean, we've been having some amazing festivals in La Onda Tejana, man, but this one right here is super special. So if you're a fan of La Música Tejana and all the amazing artists that are going to be out there, including myself, let's party, make plans, and let's do this, because every time we go, I swear it's a party from the moment we land to the moment we leave, and we just meet so many great people, and the show's always amazing. Everybody treats us great, and it's just it's a beautiful event, and we're so happy to be a part of it.
Gabe, would you venture to say that it's probably one of the most organized events you've ever been to?
Oh, by far. Yeah, definitely. There's not a moment that we're wondering what's happening or where we're going. Like, we're taken care of every single step of the process. So, that's why it's just,
we know that it's one of those types of events where you don't have to stress, you don't have to worry. It's just well organized and well executed, and it's just, it's professional all the way around, and that just makes everything run so much smoother for everyone, but especially the fans. They're the ones that really benefit from the committee and everyone that's involved with planning being so professional. And so, that's one thing that I really enjoy is people that put the customer first, the fan first, and they definitely do a great job of doing that.
No, for sure. That's what I was, saying a little bit earlier. The only time I think I ever scratched my head is when Vanessa tried to take us on a shortcut. And I don't know, she was like trying to avoid traffic, and then ended up, she's like, I'm lost. I got to get back over here. But Gabe, I know you guys are packing. You're getting ready to make your way to Milwaukee. I just wanted to thank you personally, man, for taking a few minutes out of your time to invite everybody out to what's going to be an amazing show this weekend, man.
Oh, yes, definitely. And I appreciate you giving me time to come on the show as well. So everybody, man, get ready for an amazing show. It's going to be so fun. Stephanie Montiel, your boy Zavala, man, we're just so excited to see all the fans out there in the Midwest. And you guys, we can't wait. We're so ready. And you're right, we are packing and making sure we don't forget anything, Steph and her wardrobe, man. So it's like, she has us all around the house. Did you get my this? Did you get my that? And there we are packing stuff. And so it's super. We're super excited.
That's awesome, man. Okay, Gabe, we'll get back to packing, brother. We'll see you here this weekend. Have a great flight, man, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, sir, Bumper. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Man, look at that, man. We're knocking them out. We're knocking them out tonight, man. That's awesome, fella. In all the years that you've been there, and Luis too, I'm nothing away from you, Vanessa, but 10 years, it's not,
Yeah.
But Luis and Pella, has there ever been a time where, you were just like, man, I don't know if I could do this, this weekend. Here, hey, let's answer the call. What do you think?
Oh, calling you back.
Hello. Hold on. Is this Joey Rodriguez?
Yes, sir, it is.
Hey, Joey, what's up, man? You're live on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday since you decided to call me in the middle of a Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. So now you're live on the show with the Milwaukee Fest.
Oh, my God, Bumper. Oh, my God, Bumper. Oh, my God.
So, guys, before I introduce who I'm speaking to, this is his introduction. Anywhere I introduce him, he is the most hated man in Tejano music, Mr. Joey Rodriguez.
I'm the most loved person there is in Tejano music.
All right, Joey. So you're going to be out there as well, right? You're going to be out this weekend in Milwaukee.
Yes, sir. We're leaving tomorrow at 1:00 in the afternoon. We're headed to Milwaukee with Ramadetta and the Outlaw Band.
Yeah. All right. So were you calling to get on the show, or you were calling to give me a hard time?
I was calling to give you a hard time about something, but.
Well, I'll call you. Go ahead.
Yeah, you kind of like stuck me in the middle of the show. That's okay. I understand. But Bubba, give me a call when you get a chance, because I'm trying to pack everything, because we're going to have a really good show. There's going to be a lot of people in Milwaukee. A lot of people.
I'm ready.
It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. And ask your wife if you can bring your wallet, because I'll take you to the casino.
Wow. All right, Joey. Well, thank you for calling in, and thank you for saying that. I'm going to have to bring my extra stash.
All right, brother.
All right, brother.
Later.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. So, guys, that was Joey Rodriguez, known for the manager of David Ligares a los Musicales for years, man. He also manages Eric y Grupo Masore, Ramadera, and I think he has a couple of more. But, hey, that's what happens when you want to call on the show. You just get thrown on the show, right? So, fella, back to what I was saying, Luis. You guys have been volunteers there for so many years. has there ever been a time where you're like, man, or just, it's a Saturday at 5 PM and you're just like, man, I'm not doing this shit next year. You know what I mean? Like, be honest. Like, be honest. I mean, because I know it could be overwhelming. It's a lot of work.
Oh man, I could write a book about all of the things that have happened in the 25 years that I've been doing this. I mean, a lot of funny stuff and then a lot of crazy stuff, and
Death in the family during Fiesta.
Yeah, it's been up and down roller coaster, but and it's tiring. Walking the cement over there, for 12 hours and then some, and then we start working like the week before Fiesta. So by the time Friday rolls around, we're already burned out. So we're getting better at it. We're organizing. We're trying to get people to help us, other people to help us during and before and after, so that it isn't the same people doing it all. Because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. That's why I'm getting my. I just had that comment. That's why I've got my kids working in Fiesta, because I don't know how much longer I'm going to do it.
What about you, Luis?
Water says I say that every year.
For me, Bumper, the thing is that I've never lost focus of what the organization goal is. Okay, the thing is that when I was asked to volunteer at age 28, because I'm retired law enforcement, I'm retired Milwaukee police. Okay, I was asked by another Latino police officer to volunteer. Okay, and the reason for the Wisconsin Hispanic Scholarship Foundation is to give scholarships away. All right, I believe in higher education. Okay, we at one time had a high school dropout rate. Us Mexicanos, Tejanos, we had a high school dropout rate. Well, you're closing your door, so we give scholarships away, or we couldn't afford to go to school and stuff like that. I've never lost focus, and I've always had that drive to give back to my community, and I do it year after year after year. My whole life revolves, not the whole life, but part of my life revolves around. Everybody knows I'm going to go back to Milwaukee to do my annual Mexican Fiesta, and the work starts right after the first of the year. Things start happening for that year's festival. So then February comes around, they're starting negotiations and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. And then once we start getting them locked down, then you start, they play a very important part for the Tejano music. Teresa plays a part in contracting the Mexicanos. And I'm the guy who's in charge of the production, the whole entire audio production, lights, sound, the whole 9 yards. So when the artist gets there, all we want to do is have that artist plug and play.
I got you.
That's how smooth that I have this thing that I've been doing it for so many years that we want it to run. So that's
the production's incredible. The production
organized.
You guys have is awesome.
Yeah. I work with Union Stagehands. I work with Clearwing Productions. We put this thing all together. We had a meeting yesterday. We solidified certain things that some of the artists were asking for. And we try to get everything. We try to appease them so they can perform at their best, And we have professional engineers there, lighting, the whole 9 yards. That spotlight up there that's shining in your face.
Yeah,
that's part of production.
That's a good guy right there. He saved my ass that night. That's for sure.
That's why I never saw him, because he was always.
I'm always busy.
I'm
always busy. It's like one end to the other, and then it is tiring. I mean, it takes me a whole entire day to recuperate, because I'm thinking like, it is, but this thing, it started for me way back in the beginning of the year, and then it really gets the ball rolling, like this past week. Then you start getting phone calls from the artists. You start getting phone calls from all sorts of, but they want to know what's going to be there, what kind of board you have, what kind of lighting you have, this whole entire thing. And then, we got to show them the writers, the back line, what lights are there, and all that stuff.
Well, the tiring part, I can totally agree with you, because I remember, I think the Friday night, and here's the crazy part, right? For the Tejano fans, for the people who watch the show because of, just Tejano in general, it's a great time at the Fiesta. Yeah. It's an awesome time.
A lot of work.
But that's just the beginning. These guys come back, right? And they've been working all day, right? Yeah, they've been performing for you, but that's their job. They come back to the hotel. It's time for them to relax. Usually involves a couple of beers or whatever. But what's really cool is that, all these different musicians from different bands all come together. Next thing you know, there's a little jam session going on, and it's almost become a tradition year after year that they do this, and the hotel allows them to, and nobody gets really, really wild out of hand, but it's really cool to see that the Tejano groups, the different artists come down with their instruments, and they just they sit around, talk. It's good. It's like being at a campfire without a campfire. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Yeah, mariachi groups in one of the banquet halls and stuff like that. They're in there playing and stuff like that, getting ready to go perform. They do it right at the hotel.
You see that, and then you're getting dressed in the morning. You look outside in the parking lot, and there's about 15 couples dancing ballet folklorico, going on, rehearsing their stuff. It's crazy because everybody there is involved with the fiesta. It's really, really awesome. But Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, I cannot do what I do without these great people right here. Not only the Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta, right? And tonight's show is all about Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta, but I couldn't do Bumpers Wacky Wednesday without these certain people. And the first one being Mr. Ricky Ray, the realtor. If you're looking to buy, sell, or you're just trying to fix your credit, hit up Ricky Ray at 956-424-5724. 956-424-5724. If you're in the Midwest and you don't even want to buy a house, you just want a cool conversation, call this dude. Call this guy. His vibe is untouched, right? Nobody has a cooler vibe than Ricky Ray. Make sure you hit him up. Hey, and then after you buy your house, my Milwaukee committee, you guys know this beautiful lady here, right? After you buy your house, you want to secure it. You want to put the cameras up, right? Maybe you want to add some solar panels to help you with this crazy electric $500 electric bills that we're getting down here in Texas, right? You want to cut that in half or even better. Hit up my girl, Di Marie, at 210-837-8623. That's 210-837-8623. Also, for all my people that are so busy, you just cannot get your social media life intact, right? You want to stay on top of your game. If you're an artist, if you're a small company, you just want to stay in front of that algorithm, right? You want to be in people's face. You want your business to grow. You want your music to be heard. You want to be seen. This is the guy you need to call that can assist you in that. He helps some of the best artists in the regional Mexican, Tejano, Conjunto. He helps out a lot of artists that I will not name because, it's not fair, but he does get that social media out there. Hit up my good friend, Mr. Joe Almaguer, at 956-693-9035. Word social media manager and graphics. If you need a new logo, anything like that, hit him up. Let him know that Bumpers Wacky Wednesday sent you. Right? Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Okay. And for all my veterans, if you didn't know that I'm a retired United States Marine, which makes me a veteran, right? But a lot of veterans have a lot of issues once they're trying to get out of the military, trying to get back on their feet. Or maybe, it's been years that you've been out and you're just trying to, fix your VA disability claim. You don't know where to turn to. You don't know the wording, the right things, who to go to, what to say. This guy takes all that away. My good friend, retired Sergeant Major Oscar Ornelas, right? Today's his birthday. Shout out. Happy birthday to Oscar. Hit him up at 951-388-4072. 951-388-4072. But tell him that you heard it on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. He will guide you through the process with your disability claim, with you just, you need help somewhere, getting back into the real world. My buddy Oscar Nellis will help you out. Again, let him know Bumpers Wacky Wednesday sent you, right? And then next weekend, for everybody here in South Texas, right? Fiesta en la Playa, Signo, Marcos Orozco, David Mares, Grupo Asalto, and our good friend Bianca Ruiz will be down in Rockport, Texas, right? Sponsored by Quarter Moon Productions, our good friend Mr. Jim Luna. So if you guys are in South Texas and want to check that out, that'll be next weekend. Grupo Signo, you're not going to want to miss it, man. Let me see. I think I got everybody. Now I'm just going to put Fela on there by herself. Fela, what is this big bottle that you have in front of you? What is this bottle that we see?
It's tequila that Luis brought from Jalisco.
Look at it. Look, it says Gonzalez Tequila. It's from Jalisco.
Bumper, but before we have a shot, I want to give a shout out to a new singer in the 210 area. He's fairly new. He sings, but I want to show you his picture, okay?
We're in negotiations and getting him up there.
Is he up for new male artist of the year?
Oh yeah, he's gonna get it.
Possibly, maybe. Cantante. We're gonna see if we can get him for next year. Live.
Oh man, I'm so glad I'm not drinking something, fella, because I would have straight spit it out.
You don't know who you're messing with, Bubba.
Oh my goodness. I think I'm staying home this weekend. All right, fella, you got me. I got you.
We'll have that ready for you.
Oh my goodness, man. You know what? He just here. Let me call this guy because he just commented on here, so that means he's probably not on his I knew he was having an interview. Let's see what happens. Somebody said he's booked solid. Hello. Hey, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, what's up, Jordan? You're live on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. We're going to give you a couple of minutes to invite all your fans out to the Midwest, out to Milwaukee.
Well, first off, we don't have fans. We got friends and family.
Gary Hobbs, slow down.
No, man. I mean, everybody we come across, man, they become family, and we're very blessed for the relationships that we hold with every single person that we come across to meet, man. And so, yeah, you're right, man. I'm excited to see you guys tomorrow. We're excited to see Bumper Gomez. I don't know how long it's been since I've seen Bumper. But
it's been a week. Calm down.
It hasn't been a week, Wayne.
I'll just play with you, brother. I'll just play with you.
We're excited. We're excited to be back once again. You know, we did Mexican Fiesta last year. You were actually there with us and got to experience a lot of the things with us, man. And it was a great time. And we just want to invite everybody out from the Midwest, from all over the world, man. We have, well, from the U.S., we've had people from Cali and Florida and Colorado, Idaho, Washington, Arizona, you know, telling us they're coming out to watch all these bands. Very grateful to the Mexican Fiesta Committee for keeping Tejano music alive over there in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And we're excited for this weekend, for the 50th anniversary. Definitely going to be a heartfelt one. It's definitely going to be emotional for a lot of us. You know, I had the pleasure of knowing Dr. Arturo Martinez for a long time, and I'm really choking up talking about it. But just to know that we're going to play this event with him not being there this year is very hard on my heart. And just know that Asalto's coming out there to put on one heck of a show for Arturo, and we're going to dedicate both of our shows to him. And we're just excited to be there in the presence of the Mexican Fiesta Committee and be with all of them, Fela and Vanessa and all the crew out there. And we're very honored to have the opportunity to be there with them, and we're very excited for this.
Hey, Jordan, I didn't know you could talk like that, bro. Yes.
What do you mean?
No, that was awesome, man. All right, Jordan. Well, I appreciate you, taking our phone call, man, and inviting everybody out. It's going to be a great show. Looking forward to hanging out with you guys this weekend. Y'all have a safe flight, and we'll see you guys. We'll see Asalto tomorrow, man, in Milwaukee.
Likewise, we love all you guys. Be safe, and let's get ready to have a great weekend, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Si Dios quiere.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Man, talk about a roller coaster. I went from my face hurting, and he said Dr. Arturo, and I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
You know, and speaking, we have not touched on him very much on this show, and you know, when yeah, there he is right there. Yeah, there he is. I met this man, and I'm gonna be honest with my fans, right? I met him in Milwaukee. I got to walk around the grounds with him a little bit, just hear his story. But it wasn't until I got home that I Googled him. And when I Googled him, my mind was blown, and I was upset because I should have Googled him before I went over there to know what he had done to be where he was, you know, to be who he was, right? Writing books, all the fights that he put up for the cultura, for the people, for education, like the family man that he was, the father, the husband. Like, I really wish that I would have done that before I went over there, right? And it was sad that I did it after the fact. But with that being said, something that I will treasure forever, and a big shout out to Felipe Leal, my videographer, right? But I think Mexican Fiesta stole him from me. He became the Mexican Fiesta videographer, photographer, and he's actually on the road with our good friend Gibby. He's out there, the Gibster. If you guys need any merchandise, and you're an artist, need any merchandise, hit up my buddy Gibby. He can take care of you. But I don't know. I don't think Fela knew this video was going to come on, but this is something that I will hold near and dear to my heart forever. It's just a very small clip. But in this small clip, you can see how passionate he was for his culture and his music. Take a listen.
Dr. Martinez, is there anything that you would like to say?
I just want to tell the people that our ambition has always been, we don't want Tejano music to die. So that's why we do what we can to bring Tejano music here, because we don't want Tejano music to die. So we're with all the Texans, because Tejano music is going to live as long as we're alive.
That's right. Heck yeah.
Tejanos y la música tejana.
You heard it right.
So that is there's the interview is actually a little bit longer, I believe, but that was just a little snippet. But I have that. I have something to hold on to. You know, 20 years from now, I'm still going to the Mexican Fiesta on my own. It's like, hey man, somebody brings him up, or I see a picture of him, whatever. I'm like, I knew him. I got an interview with that guy. You know, he did so much for you guys for years and years and years. Fela, Luis, you guys want to tell, or Vanessa, any of you guys want to touch on what he was to the committee and not only the committee, but to the community.
Yes, I met Arturo way back in the day and stuff like that. He used to work at the Milwaukee Area Technical College, and he was an associate dean. You know, and remember, our passion is about education, but also, you know, our culture. And me and him worked together along with Bella and Vanessa here to put what we have together. His passing was a great loss to our organization. However, he actually paved a big road for us, and we're not ever going to let Tejano music die. You know, and that, you know, as long as, like he said, as long as we're alive, we're not going to let it happen, because that's part of us. That's who we are. That's our culture. You know, but you know, I mean, I still can't believe that he's not here. It just seemed like that by seeing that clip. It seemed like he's gonna walk in the door and says, "Hey Luis, I need this." Hey Luis, like, but God rest his soul. He's going to be with us in spirit, and we know that he's going to be there. So I'm pretty sure that he was helping behind the scenes. I know he was in spirit, but it's a tough loss, but we will continue forward.
Awesome.
Just growing up with, before my mom started with getting involved, I just remember going over when he would have the artists come. I remember going to their house and there would be like pool parties and we'd see like Elida there. And I remember just growing up with his kids. And I think I got on him like around 2010. I'm like, you need to start bringing different people. And I would nag him like with the new singers. I'm like, you got to bring like AJ Castillo and I would nag him like the whole year. And he would like slowly like, I think he would give in. I would have to hound him all year. I would tell his daughter Alexis, like, tell your dad, we need to bring them. Like Signal, like I would tell him, like, and I think he just slowly started listening, and then he started calling me. He's like, who should we bring? And I would give him like a couple names, and then I got brought into it. And I just like last year, I feel like he had me and my mom doing a lot of things in it, but I think he was doing that to teach us what we had to do. And it's gonna be hard.
Yeah. Arturo was a gentle bear, I can say. He didn't like confrontation. I would get upset with him. I'd go, Arturo, you gotta tell these guys not to do this or to do that. And he would just look at me. And I'm like, you're not going to tell them, are you? So then I had to find somebody else to do it.
You had to go find Eileen. You had to find Eileen.
Yeah, we definitely have Eileen on board. But we went to San Antonio many years with them, my husband and I, and Arturo and his wife. And we would go out, looking for good groups. And I'd say, what about these guys? What about these guys? He goes, nobody's going to know them. I'm like, well, how are they going to know them if you don't bring them? I said, we have internet now. People look up the music. They'll look them up and they'll say, oh, these guys sound good. I'm going to go hear them. So, we went through a couple of years of that, but it got to a point where we went to San Antonio a few years and booked bands. And then following year when we went, we didn't even have to look for them. They were looking for us. We were getting text messages and phone calls. Hey, are you guys at the Fanfare? Come and see us at such and such a stage and such a time. So they knew who we were. They looked for us. We definitely are going to miss some. It's going to be. It's been rough already. This is the first year without them. We've gotten through most of it, and I'm hoping that this year will be a success. I'm sad that he won't be here for the 50th, but he'll be here in spirit. I know he will.
No, I know you guys. It's going to be successful. The group of volunteers you guys have. I wasn't the only one. Gabe said it too. Like it's just, it's nobody does it like the Fiesta. Nobody does it like Milwaukee. Again, you feel the love the moment those doors open. The Milwaukee airport doors open and you step onto the sidewalk, the love is there. It doesn't stop. And again, you never know where you got to go, or you guys are very informative. And that's how it should be. But the problem is that you go to Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta and then you go to you do some of these other fiestas and you're like, how come these dudes ain't organized? Like, what's going on here, right? You should have this, you should have that, you should have this. And they're like, what are you talking about? We don't do that. I said, man, well, you need to step up your game. You know what I mean? You guys got to step up your game.
We treat them as the stars that they are. To us, they're stars. We don't get to see them every day like you guys get to see them, every weekend. Trouble here.
Oh, somebody's in trouble. Somebody's probably got in trouble. What's up, Eileen? How you doing?
I'm good, ¿y tú?
Are you ready for us or what?
Are you ready to push a 15-passenger van is the question.
Oh, you want me to drive? I don't have a driver's license. Oh no, I'm really looking forward to. I made so many. You guys are like family to me. I met so many friends last year. I'm so looking forward to tomorrow and just hanging out with you guys and again seeing the controlled chaos that's about to happen for the next 4 days. It's just it's really cool, man. And so another thing too, if you guys don't know, if you've never been, you're going your first time, make sure you guys have a little extra cash, because every artist that goes up there, they're allowed to sell during their performance. They usually off to the side selling all their merchandise, man. So you want an Asalto t-shirt, a cap, Marcos Orozco. I know Lucky Joe, Marcos Orozco, Asalto. I'll pretty much say every band is probably taking merchandise. Even Bumpers Wacky Wednesday is taking merchandise. So, and with that being said, last year I sold out. That's what blew my mind. Like, nobody's going to know who Bumpers Wacky Wednesday is. And so I brought merchandise, and like by Saturday, Vanessa's like, "Did you save my shirt?" And I'm like, "Oh shit. I think they're sold out." Like Gibby did such a good job selling them. I mean, they were gone. Desi Betancourt from Chicago, she brings I think I sold like 10 shirts to them. They roll deep. The cruiser roll deep, and they all love you guys. Are a family like we are here. You guys have your little family up there, and again, it's just an awesome. So to everybody watching the show, right? If you're just an avid Tejano fan, right, and maybe you can't make it, you can't get a Spirit Airline flight tonight or tomorrow or Friday, right? But you want to plan that it's always at the end of August, right? It's always at the end of
always the fourth weekend.
The fourth weekend in August, right?
Always.
I'm not telling you not to go to Vegas. I'm not telling you not to come down here and go to Fanfare or to the Tejano Music Awards. I'm just telling you, if you want something different and still be able to enjoy some awesome Tejano music, norteño music, mariachi music, just cultura in general, and the weather is perfect, go to Milwaukee. Mexican Fiesta. You will not be. You just listen to me. I'm telling you. I know what I'm telling you, right? I'm looking forward to seeing everybody out there. Yes, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday will have merchandise. It's limited, so if you see it, grab it, because after it's gone, right? There's nowhere to make some more stuff. I might have to make El Cantante shirt 210. I don't know.
Ya te bauticé.
Hey, but
in Milwaukee.
The only thing that I'll say about Milwaukee is that everything closes early, right? So to say, I mean, besides the casino and besides the bars, like the stores and all that, like I remember Vanessa. I gotta give this Milwaukee story. So when it's the end of the night, people are going back. Eileen's done yelling at people all day long, right? We're putting people on vans, getting them back.
No, you got to shout out to me and the drivers for keeping y'all on time.
Yes. Shout out to the drivers. Those guys work extremely hard going back and forth to the hotels, because some of us can be divas. They want to go back and come back and whatever, but they get us to where we need to be. But my story was, Vanessa's taking us back to the hotel. It's way after midnight. Like, my feet, I just recovering from my ankle surgery. Like, my feet are swollen. I'm hungry as shit. And Vanessa's like, there's nothing open. There's nothing open. So we stop at a gas station. I buy a cup of noodle, a Pepsi, right? And so I was like, I'll just heat it up in the room. So I get to my room. Well, guess what I didn't bring?
A fork.
I didn't bring a fork. So all I had to grab the noodles was, besides my fingers, was my toothbrush. So, being a Marine, I adapted and overcame. I took my toothbrush and I killed the noodles, and I slept awesome, right? I slept awesome. But again, guys, I am totally looking forward I know all the artists that we've talked. You know, I was with a lot of them 2 weeks ago in Pearland with Gabe and with Lucky Joe, with Ram. And we've been talking about it. We've been talking about Milwaukee, and they're super pumped about going. I know they're going to put on some great shows. I can't wait to. I'm looking forward to just hanging out with the people who watch Bumpers Wacky Wednesday on a weekly basis from the Midwest, and being able just to sit around and talk to them and hang out. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm going to try to get more involved with the crowd this year. I'm going to be I'm going to be a little more comfortable. So if you see me on stage and you're like, man, Bumpers is a little, it's because I'm more comfortable at what I'm doing. Not only that, but I want to be able to interact and walk around with the Tejano fans and be able, maybe Felipe can come along and help me out. We can do some great interviews with some Midwest Tejano fans. So that way, people down here can see how spoiled they really have it, right? No, but just so people can see the love and the passion that you guys have for Tejano music in the Midwest.
And again, I just want to reiterate that it is for the scholarships that we do this. And I want to throw in a little plug because I'm also a president of a LULAC council. And my council kind of got together with the Milwaukee Brewers, the Latino baseball players.
Yeah.
And they donated money to my council to be given out in scholarships. So my council, LULAC council, is going to be giving out about $50,000 in scholarships at the Mexican Fiesta to additional students. That's in addition to what Mexican Fiesta is giving out.
Wow.
So the big thing is the scholarships, and that's why we do it. That's why I do it.
Is it too late to apply for the scholarship? I need one. Just
going back to school.
Oh man, but honestly, I can't wait to hang out with you guys. You know what I mean? Eileen, if you make some arroz con gandules, I won't hold it against you. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Surprise for you.
It's going to be a good surprise.
Did you just ask me what t-shirt size am I? What did you ask me? What did you ask me?
No, I said I have a surprise for you.
Awesome. That's what I love, surprises. As long as it's not like the one that fella just did.
No, it's a good one.
We're going to save your toothbrush this year.
All right. Awesome. There we go. Guys, I'm going to give you guys the floor. If there's anything you want to, something that's going to be different this year that people should know, or whatever you guys want. The floor is you guys.
Okay, here's me. Okay, so our tickets are like $24. Okay, to get into the grounds and stuff like that. And then, like Bella said, there are some discounts throughout the year. But now that we're right at the festival, it's like $24 to get in. But the festival is that's to get into all that entertainment that's going on for $24, and all these artists and all these people that you're going to see for $24. I say start saving your pennies. Don't be throwing your change all over the car. Put it in a coin jar, and by the time you know it, you got your flight for Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But you can actually make it if you start loading up the car right now and drive all the way up here to Milwaukee. You'll make it in time for Fiesta.
Well, it's 18 hours. It's 18 hours.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Speaking of 18 hours, I want to give a big abrazo, a big shout out to two guys that have always bent over backwards for Bumper Gomez. My good friend, Mr. Gilbert Aleman, I call him Gibby. He's on his way up there with a truck, a trailer, taking many of the artists' merchandise with him. And he's stopping to pick up a good friend of all of ours, Mr. Felipe Leal in Houston, videographer, photographer, pilot. I could just go on and on and on again, but shout out to those two guys. They're making that track. They're driving. They're taking the 18 hours up to Milwaukee, and I think they're gonna beat us there. So shout out to those guys. Our prayers to them on the road. And the floor's back on. The ball's back in your court, Vanessa and Fella.
Just that we want to keep continuing what Arturo started. and bring, the best of the best of Tejano. We are open to bringing new artists like we did in last year. And that's going to be like my main push too, is to bring people that haven't been here. Like this year, I think it's Marcos's first time, Lucky Joe's first time, La Calma's first time, Chente's first time. So like we want to give everybody a shot, and so they can come up and experience what it's like to come up here.
No, for sure.
And now we're starting a lot earlier. Back in the day, they wouldn't start looking for bands until March or April, after Fanfare. But this past year we started actually around Christmas time, December to January.
I think Arturo was still here when we were looking.
Yeah. So, and then I just wanted to add that it isn't all just music. They have a lowrider car show. They have
the Veterans
Market Square, where they sell all kinds of arts projects from Mexico. They bring in jewelry and all kinds of things. What else do they have? They have a bakery where they make that Mexican bread.
Yeah.
A genealogy booth. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. There's rides for the kids.
Fireworks. They're coming back. The fireworks for Friday night.
Fireworks, yeah. And they're not for my birthday. They're just going to be for Friday.
Fella, I got one question. Are the indios going to be there? The ones that put the pole and they fly around? They tie it around their ankle and
they've been here before, Bumper. Los Indios Voladores.
Yeah.
Los Indios Voladores, they've been here before.
Yeah, they're not coming this year, though.
But they're not going to be here this year.
Okay. What about Lucha Libre?
They're going to be here.
Yeah, we're having that.
Yes. Let me expound on something. We got a sports area. We got a children's area. We got a cultural area. You can see, and then like I said, like she was saying, there's market areas. We got vendors here from Mexico and all over the place.
Hey, fella, maybe you can work on me and Luis being on a tag team. We'll get in there with a Lucha Libre.
Oh, I would love to see that.
What? I'll come back to San Antonio on a stretcher. Oh, guys, it's gonna be an amazing. I'm already, my mind's already in Milwaukee, and I still got to go do laundry. I got to pack. I'm one of those last minute guys.
But just remember, there'll be a cold beer when you get off that plane.
That's what I'm talking about right there, and it's home of Miller Lite too. I like Miller Lite. That's what I'm talking about. Fella, Vanessa, Luis, it has been a complete honor and a privilege for me to have you guys on the show. And I truly mean this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for opening your arms to Bumper's Wacky Wednesday last year, and for asking me to come back again this year. It just we don't play music. I mean, Fella likes to say I sing. I don't think I do, but. This is what we do. We try to bring our cultura and our music to people all over the world. And for us, this is a way of expressing it, right? Like being able to go up there and call up bands in front of, thousands of people. To me, that makes all this worth it, right? Like that's awesome. That's our reward, right? That's our showtime. That's our, the artists get up and play. That's the way I see it. That's what we do. So, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to making, new relationships with maybe some of the committee members that I didn't get to meet last year, and just hanging out and having a great time. So again, it's not too late to get you a Spirit Airline ticket, or maybe you have like somebody owes you a ticket and you I don't know, you got some numbers, or what do they call it? You have some points saved up, and you want to make your way to Milwaukee. Make your way to Milwaukee this weekend. $24 a day gets you in for some great entertainment, great culture, awesome food. The food is awesome, right? The food is awesome. The people are awesome. It's just an overall good time. And again, I want to reiterate, like, if you go, please buy the band's merchandise, man. That's the way those guys make a living. Save you a little $40, $50 off to the side to get you a couple of T-shirts, some caps, or whatever. And that would really help these guys out, because they do do a lot to get all their stuff up there, right, for you guys, because they know that you guys don't get to see these bands quite often. So, again, you want to get you a Lucky Joe shirt, Marcos Orozco, like they're going to be out there. So make sure you guys grab yourself something. And I don't know, anything else, fella? Vanessa, Luis, anything?
We're ready.
We're ready for a shot.
Yep.
Fella's like, no, fella.
The surrounding states, Illinois and Michigan and Ohio and Indiana and Minnesota. We can't wait to have you come in this weekend, and we hope you have a great time, everybody.
Yeah, and safe travels to everybody in the Midwest that are driving in, right? Yeah. Safe travels to all those people driving in. I know a lot of people get off, if they're in the Midwest, they wait till 5 o'clock when they get off, and then they're smoking coming into Milwaukee, right? So, again, it's going to be a great time. Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta, 50th anniversary.
Junior
right?
Gomez.
Wait, hold on. Somebody's calling. Hold on. Let's see who this is. Hello?
Bueno.
Well, nice for you to join us, J.R. Gomez. You're live on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday with the Milwaukee crew. As we were saying bye, so you're saved by the bell, bro.
Man, I was saving orphans right now, guys. I was saving orphans. There was a burning boat of orphans, and I had to go save them.
I'm checking the news right now.
No, for real. It's called the orphan. I'm serious. It's called the Orphanage of the Guadalupe of the Sisters of the Lake, and I was saving the orphans, and so that's where I was, guys. I apologize.
JR, because of who you are, I don't know whether to believe you or just be like, man, you're so full of
Why wouldn't you believe me?
Oh, goodness. Well, if you guys don't know, it's Mr. J.R. Gomez from the Conjunto Bandits live. He's live right now on the show. JR, we were giving you a call, man, just for you to invite all your friends and your fans out from the Midwest to come out and have a great time this weekend at the Mexican Fiesta.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. I heard it's like almost 100 degree weather right now. So
just
that's
today,
gonna
and tomorrow.
Just today, exactly. So I cannot wait for the weather. It's gonna be amazing. But yeah, inviting everybody out. It's gonna be an amazing show. Of course, we're gonna rock the house. We got an amazing set for everybody, and of course, inviting everybody from the Midwest, from the Michigan, Chicago. We even got people from Texas going out there, so it's gonna be amazing. So inviting everybody out. The 50th anniversary, an amazing lineup. Y'all did great, fella, Vanessa, everybody involved. Y'all did great. So awesome job, everybody. So I cannot wait.
JR, fella wanted me to remind you if you read the very last line of your contract.
Yes, I did.
In the fine print, it says there's going to be a Gomez and Gomez tag team wrestling in the lucha libre part of the Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta.
Really? Jose versus JR?
No. We're on the same team. We're the Gomez team. We're going to tag team against some lucha libre guys, some luchadores from Mexico.
So we're like Nacho and Esqueleto?
Man. No, but JR, I appreciate you calling in, bro. I'm looking forward to hanging out with the Bandits all weekend. You guys are always a good time. You bring a party everywhere you go. So I hope the Midwest. I know the Midwest is not ready for the Bandits, but I already took care of your rider with Fela and Vanessa. They're gonna have plenty of extra towels on the stage. Ready for you.
Turkey bacon?
That's a Fiesta t-shirt from us. He comes down all sweaty, and we had to give him a t-shirt. So.
Fella, did you hear his comment?
No.
Did y'all get my turkey bacon?
Turkey bacon.
That was on the rider. Turkey bacon was on the rider.
It was on the rider.
Wisconsin, Wisconsin, do you want it with cheese?
hey, well, as long as they didn't from Green Bay. As long as they didn't from Green Bay.
Oh, snap. But JR, dude, I appreciate you calling in. I will see you tomorrow, man. We're on the same plane, so I'm sure the party will start at the airport. Yeah, we'll be on the same plane. So I'll see you tomorrow, brother. Thank you for calling in, man. I appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. It's going to be an awesome show. Inviting everybody out once again. 50th anniversary Mexican Fiesta up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we'll see y'all get there. Jerry Gomez con Junto Bandits, mini artists. We'll see y'all. We'll see you there, guys.
All right, brother. Later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You see how he did that? He did that on purpose. Like, I'm going to wait. When I hear Bumper start saying he's going to end the show, I'm going to call. That's J.R. Gomez for you right there. I promise you. Well, again, Fela, Luis, Vanessa, thank you guys so much. So much, man, for I know you guys got 100 things to do between now and the time that we get there tomorrow. And I appreciate from the bottom of my heart, again, inviting Bumper's Wacky Wednesday out there to all my Wacky Wednesday fans. Bumper will be out there. Plenty of merchandise out there. Make sure you come by, talk to me. Let me know what your favorite show that we've done, or maybe I haven't done one that you've been looking forward to. I love these conversations. Come out and say what's up. Again, it's just going to be a good time. It's going to be a great time. Ladies and Luis, I will see you guys mañana.
Okay,
Tomorrow.
Good.
We'll be at the
All right.
airport waiting.
Si Dios quiere, we'll be there tomorrow. 50th anniversary, Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta.
Let everybody know that Milwaukee is the only city in the country that has outdoor air conditioning. We get that cool breeze from the lake, and it's like outdoor air conditioning. So you can't beat that.
Says the lady who is sitting in 100-degree weather right now.
We never get 100 degrees. These people must be here already. They brought us down.
I'm telling you, we're taking it with us.
It'll be okay tomorrow and Friday.
We're taking it with us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the place to be this weekend, Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta 50th anniversary. If you love Tejano music, you love regional Mexican music, you love norteño music, mariachi music, you love ballet folklorico, you love just cultura, good food, cold beer, and great friendship, the place to be is Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta 50th anniversary. Guys, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys mañana.
See you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.